You're in the right place if you use Claude Chat every day, are intimidated by Claude Code, and know Cowork exists, but not why you need it.
This video wants you to set up folders and paste rules before you even open the tool.
Essential settings so that Cowork is set up properly. First, make sure the Cowork tab is selected, and then under Settings, the first general tab here, this is where you'll find personal preferences that apply to both Claude Chat and Cowork. But if you go down to the Cowork tab, you'll be able to add instructions that apply to Cowork.
That's like reading a car manual before you know how to drive. Beginners don't need a setup ritual, they need results on day one. There's a much simpler way to start and actually see results fast.
Only. I've actually put together a starter pack of instructions beginners can just copy and paste immediately, out of the goodness of my heart, obviously, and not at all because I'm trying to build a parasocial relationship so that one day you'll buy my paid products. What? No, that's just obviously a joke. Anyway, these instructions are basically guardrails that stop Cowork from touching your files without asking, like before deleting, overwriting, or renaming any existing file, show me what will change and wait for confirmation.
And in step 2, I'll show you why his favorite example has nothing to do with your side hustle.
Playground folder. All right, capability number 1. In plain English, Cowork can create, edit, and organize files directly on your computer. Diving right into an example, I've added a folder of over 100 receipts into the Playgrounds folder that are a mix of PDFs and JPEGs. I tell Cowork, look, I need an expense report from the receipt photos in my receipts folder.
You're a beginner trying to build a side hustle, not organize someone's expense report. There are much simpler tasks this AI can do that actually move the needle for beginners. 0 receipts, 0 fluff, just results.
Give me Excel spreadsheet with a date, vendor, category, amount, and a totals row. If anything's blurry or unclear, mark it verify. Thanks to the starter pack instructions, Cowork first lists the steps it plans to take, waits for my confirmation, then reads every single image, extracts the relevant information, and outputs a formatted Excel file directly in my folder.
Stay for step 3, because the memory feature sounds amazing until you see how long it takes to set up.
Persistent memory is the most important capability we're covering today, and it's only possible thanks to capability number 1, Cowork having local file access. Let me explain with a silly example. If I go into Claude Chat, open personal preferences, and add, always address me as Heisenberg at the start of every conversation. I start a new chat, and Claude will always open with, hey, Heisenberg.
Say my name. Heisenberg. You're goddamn right.
A whole week of corrections, tweaks, and feedback like onboarding an employee who forgets everything overnight. You don't have a week. You have a lunch break and a dream. There's a faster way to get the same result without the week-long training nightmare.
That's technically persistent memory. You tell the AI something, and the AI remembers that thing in future conversations without you having to repeat yourself. But because Claude Chat's memory is stored online, there's a hard limit to how much it can hold. Cowork saves memory to actual files on your computer, meaning it can remember every decision you've asked it to hold, every preference you've set for as long.
And step 4 will blow your mind, because he casually recommends connecting 4 different tools just to get started.
Connecting Cowork to tools. By default, Cowork can only see what's in your folder. Connectors let it reach into the tools you already use, like Gmail, Google Drive, or Notion, right? So it can read from them and work directly inside them. To set this up, click the Customize tab on the left, go to Connectors, click the plus icon, then Browse Connectors, and you can search for the tool that you use. At the very minimum, to follow along today, I recommend you connect Gmail, Google Calendar.
Bare minimum for who exactly? A full-time IT guy? That's not a side hustle setup. That's a part-time job just managing your tools. Beginners only need 1 connection to actually see results, and it takes 2 minutes.
Google Drive and Notion if you use it. Once you've connected Gmail, you can tell Cowork something like, I want you to understand my tone of voice. Go through my emails from the past month to extract my tone of voice and save those as writing style principles you can follow going forward. Cowork then proceeds to read through my emails, locates those with substantive writing, distills the patterns it sees, and
because step 5 asks you to do something even more time-consuming, and I'm already tired just thinking about it.
All right, capability number 4, skills. Let's dive right into a simple example. I just asked Cowork to write something for me, and I want to clean up the output. So I run it through a prompt template I use all the time that makes any text more clear and concise. Cowork gives me a version 2 of the output. I like it, And now I can tell Cowork, hey, turn what you just did into a clear and concise skill.
Then he had to install it manually, back it up, and remember to overwrite the old version next time. I just want to make extra money, not manage an AI skill library. Beginners need ready-to-use workflows, not a 20-minute build session just to get one task done.
You can see that Cowork first runs its own skill creator skill for this task. Then it asks me a few clarifying questions. This skill should apply to any text.
Quick pause here. If what I'm sharing is making sense and you're thinking, okay, but how does this actually work in a real system? I've put together a free training that walks through the exact structure and process we use. It's not theory, it's a behind-the-scenes walkthrough of how the system is set up, how the pieces fit together, and how most of the heavy lifting is already handled, so you're not starting from zero. If you want to see how it's structured and decide for yourself if it's a good fit, the link is in the description. All right, let's jump back in.
It should rewrite and provide the changelog so I can see what changed. And yes, let's skip the test cases, and Cowork proceeds to keep going. After receiving permission, Cowork creates the skill, and I can now just add the skill to.
And step 6 is the wildest one yet, because he trained his AI for weeks just to handle his morning emails.
Covered. Diving into an example, let's open up scheduled tasks and click into this morning inbox triage task that runs every day at 6 a.m. It produces a report and draft replies for all my emails.
Week 1 corrections. Week 2 more corrections. Week 3, okay, now it kind of works. That's not passive income energy. That's unpaid overtime energy. Beginners need a shortcut, not a weeks-long babysitting session with their AI.
Let's actually just open up an example to show you. And because of how I set this up, the report and the drafted replies are basically flawless.
The next step is simpler than everything you just watched, and that's exactly the point. Whether you like this video or not, really hit the like button. You know why? Because I gave you the exact training for free that our paid members get. This video is going to be in the members area for the paid members, and you got it for free. So yes, don't you think I deserve a like? Go ahead, like it, share with your friends and family, subscribe to our channel if you haven't yet. Make sure you switch on the notification bell button, and of course, ask your friends and family to subscribe and switch on the notification bell button. It's very important for us because we have a goal of getting 10,000 subscribers in next 3 months. And the only way we can do that is when you hit the subscribe button. Go ahead, do it. And for more money techniques, watch these videos and we will see you on the next one.